10 best countries to move to and raise a family. For youngsters, relocating, especially overseas, might be both exhilarating and worrisome at the same time. They are being uprooted from familiar surroundings and detached from friends, schools and communities. Children, on the other hand, gain from the incredible exposure to different cultures and experiences that comes with moving globally. Furthermore, children who grow up in foreign countries and learn new languages typically acquire abilities that make them significantly more flexible and uniquely prepared for leadership positions. Here are the 10 best countries to move and raise a family based on the quality of education, social benefits, safety, nature, tolerance, health services, childcare services, and quality of life. 10. Belgium. Belgian children benefit from a strong educational system that places a high emphasis on creativity and healthy habits. The country's law provides that all children of paid employees are entitled to a government-sponsored child stipend. This is true regardless of whether or not the parents have a good income. The amount paid is determined by the number of children, their ages, and their ability or disability status. Besides, children who continue to attend school are entitled to an allocation secondaire, which is small financial assistance that they will continue to get until they reach the age of 25 or until they drop out of the school system. The payment is usually made to moms. The financial assistance provided by the government to parents of children in Belgium does not exclude expat. 9. Australia. Moving to Australia will place your children in one of the best countries to raise a family. In Australia, there is a high value on health, integration, and general quality of life, among other things. When qualified parents take time off work to care for a newborn or a newly adopted child, the Australian government provides them with financial assistance for up to 18 weeks. Physical and sporting activities are strongly emphasized in this country, and the result is seen in the relatively high life expectancy for both male and female Aussies. According to polls and government data, concerns about the environment and climate change continue to be serious in the country. 8. New Zealand. If you decide to relocate to New Zealand, you will be moving to one of the best countries to raise a family in the world. This country places a high priority on raising healthy children by taking them through a successful but highly competitive school system. This provides them with a well-rounded upbringing. Expats who are in a new location for only a short period of time are more likely to enroll their children in private schools. However, public schools can be a useful method for them to get acclimated to their new surroundings. Kids who attend local public schools are likely to have local friends more quickly. In addition, New Zealand is one of the world's best countries in terms of health, integration, and general life quality. 7. Switzerland. The country routinely receives good rankings in the areas of safety, education, and leading a healthy life. Young children in Switzerland are not under any pressure to succeed, and the country's school system is well regarded across the world. While many expatriates choose to send their children to an international school with a high reputation, others prefer to send their children to a public school in their home country. Switzerland is ranked 6th in the world for the quality of its educational institutions. Furthermore, Switzerland was ranked 2nd for overall life satisfaction in an international survey. Expats in Switzerland report having a better work-life balance than in their home country. With all of your spare time and disposable wealth, you'll be able to simply hop across the border to neighbouring France, Germany and Italy for a long weekend and take in the many cultural delights of Europe's neighbouring countries. This may explain why the country was ranked 3rd in the United Nations World Happiness Report 2020. 6. Canada. Making the move to Canada will be a memorable event for the entire family, especially the children. When it comes to education and adapting to a new social milieu, your child will not be treated any differently than a youngster from the surrounding area. Canadians are considered to be among the most tolerant and courteous people on the globe. The standard of living in Canada is quite high. The Canada Labour Code provides for up to 17 weeks of maternity leave for employees who work in jobs that are covered by the code. Although it is the 2nd largest country in the world, it has a relatively tiny population. Yet the country is full of pleasant smiles, and the fact that it provides free healthcare doesn't hurt. 5. Finland. The rights of children are protected by the government through legislation and ordinances. According to the legislation, parents are the primary caregivers and are responsible for the child's overall well-being and development. Physically punishing children, corporal punishment, is prohibited in Finland under the country's laws. Children, for example, must not be dragged by their hair or struck in any way. Finland places a strong focus on equality. For example, a woman with a young kid can go to work while the husband stays at home to care for the youngster. In Finland, both men and women are responsible for the care and upbringing of their children. Children are taught to think for themselves regularly. For instance, a youngster is permitted to express dissatisfaction with his or her parents. When young people in Finland begin studying or find work after reaching adulthood, they are more likely to live away from home. Before starting to raise a family, it is normal for them to live alone or with student friends for a period of time. 4. The Netherlands. Children in the Netherlands grow up in an atmosphere conducive to their development. This is notably true in the areas of education and childcare quality, where the Netherlands is placed 3rd and 4th respectively. Every woman is entitled to the services of a maternity nurse, also known as a kraamzorg, with a portion or the entire cost of the service covered by insurance. The Netherlands is known for having a tolerant culture that takes a liberal stance on a variety of social issues. 3. Norway. Norway, one of the 10 best countries to move to and raise a family, is determined to put superior mechanisms in place for promoting kid growth. These include qualitative educational facilities, hospitals, and environmental legislation. The schools in Norway have to undergo periodic quality checks to ensure superior education quality. The cost of living in the country is very low and inflation is under control. It is one of the best countries to move and raise a family. 2. Sweden. Sweden has a strong social policy and is ranked top in the world in terms of daycare and the overall cost of raising a kid. It is often regarded as the finest country to raise children. A total of 480 days of paid parental leave is available to both parents, while 60 of those days are for the father. Parents are also entitled to a monthly payment per kid from the government, and adults have the option of limiting their working hours until their children reach the age of 18. Healthcare and college education are both free. Understandably, the country's citizens have one of the world's highest life expectancies. Scandinavian countries have a reputation for providing excellent service to their inhabitants, particularly when it comes to perks connected with having kids. Children's expenses account for only 4.1% of the typical household's income in Sweden, according to the government. 1. Denmark. Denmark's parental leave scheme is considered to be one of the most liberal and flexible in the EU. The right to 23 weeks of parental leave applies to both parents, with mothers receiving an additional 4 weeks of maternity leave prior to the expected delivery date. Denmark has a universal healthcare system that ensures that most medical treatment is provided at no cost to patients. Higher education is also free. Those living in Denmark have this contentment because of the government's commitment to meeting the fundamental needs of its citizens. This naturally keeps stress levels low and increases the standard and convenience of living. In general, studies have found that individuals are happier in nations with extensive social benefits and where the labour market is regulated such that employee exploitation is avoided. Countries such as Denmark have demonstrated time and time again that the high level of security and improved quality of life provided by these social benefits results in overall happiness. The stability and dependability provided by Scandinavian countries give you excellent reasons to consider relocating to one of them or others on this list. You'll be living in one of the best countries to raise a family in the neighbourhoods where they flourish, grow and enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell.